Netflix's Korean horror hit If Wishes Could Kill is captivating in living rooms all around the world. The show's rising stars are also drawing attention alongside the success of the series itself. For more, we have our culture correspondent Park Kun-woo here in the studio. Welcome back, Hyun.
Great to be here, Danny.
So, Kun-woo, how popular is this new series?
I must say very. After its release in late April, If Wishes Could Kill debuted at number 4 on the Netflix's global non-English TV show chart in its first week, and it later climbed to the top spot, ranking number 1 in 24 countries and landing in the top 10 in more than 60 countries worldwide. And as the series continues to gain momentum globally, its lead actors are also drawing increasing attention. And I recently had the opportunity to speak with one of the stars of the show, so let's first go meet him. A wish granted, but at the cost of your life. That's the chilling premise behind Netflix's latest Korean horror hit Kirigo, or If Wishes Could Kill, which climbed to the top of the platform's global non-English TV chart the second week after release.
우선 기리고가 지금 넷플릭스 1위를 차지했는데요. 먼저 너무 축하드리고요. 1위를 딱 처음 하셨을 때 어떤 기분이셨나요?
When I woke up, my phone was flooded with congratulatory messages. I felt incredibly happy and thought to myself, wow, so this is what this kind of feeling is like.
One of the standout factors behind the series' success is its cast, which is largely made up of rising actors, including Hyun Woo-seok. Hard work behind the scenes became one of the driving forces behind the show's popularity.
Since this was such a major production, I initially felt huge pressure, but was able to overcome it thanks to the support of my fellow actors and the staff. I even arrived early on set to study coding with my teacher, which helped make my performance more convincing.
One critic said the appeal of new faces may have resonated even more strongly because the series was released on a streaming platform.
The new faces helped maintain viewer immersion, while the strong storytelling kept audiences engaged. Unlike theaters, streaming series rely less on star power and more on the quality of the story and acting.
Insiders also say the uniquely Korean horror elements have resonated with global audiences.
Factors like shamans gave the series its own distinct identity, and I think that became one of its biggest strengths. Of course, horror is about fear and jump scares, but beyond that, viewers also connected with the characters' relationships and chemistry.
The series combines traditional Korean shamanism with modern digital devices to create fear in a very contemporary way. The idea of making wishes through a smartphone app in exchange for death feels both like a survival game and a modern take on exorcism, which appears to be resonating strongly with overseas viewers.
The critic added that the future of K-horror lies not only in jump scares, but in compelling storytelling and detailed world building. And judging by the global response so far, audiences around the world may already wish for what Korean horror has to offer next, even a season 2 for Kirigo.
You know, whenever there's a popular series like this, many viewers wonder if there'll be a second series, and this is no different, I'm sure.
Right, so especially as there was a sort of teaser at the very end of the last episode. Also, director Park Kun-woo recently said he has considered a second season and that it could become a reality if the first season performs well, which it already has. The cast has also expressed excitement about the possibility of another season, including Hyun Woo-seok.
If there's a second season, I'd absolutely love to be part of it. I'm also very curious about where the story could go next, whether the curse tied to the app would return again. As for Ha-jun's feelings for Seo, I just hope Seo at least recognizes his feelings a little. I still think there is a certain charm to Ha-jun quietly loving Seo from afar.
Well, I hope that's not a spoiler for our viewers. Now, speaking of K-horror, 살목지, The Whispering Water, is also continuing to gain more popularity after a month of its release, right?
That's right. So, 살목지 continues its strong run at the box office, drawing more moviegoers to theaters. And the film has attracted over 2.8 million moviegoers, becoming the second highest grossing Korean horror film of all time. It has even surpassed 곤지암 Haunted Asylum, which drew more than 2.6 million viewers in 2018, and it's now racing towards the 2003 film A Tale of Two Sisters, which earned over 3.1 million. With Korean horror finding success on both the big and small screens recently, experts say the genre itself has been evolving.
K-horror has become more diversified and sophisticated. Rather than relying solely on traditional horror elements, newer works are focusing more on immersive storytelling and stronger narratives, which are resonating with audiences both in Korea and overseas.
Yoon added that future horror films and dramas should continue following this successful formula, casting emerging actors and new directors to keep production costs lower while strengthening storytelling and suspense.
I see. Interesting. Kon-woo, thanks for coming in tonight and for the coverage.
Always a pleasure.